Hey guys, we got our Reese M5 fifth wheel trailer hitch today, and we're going to unbox it, assemble it, and install it for you.
Wish us luck! Alright, so we just got these boxes in. We have not opened any. It came open like this from whoever delivered it. I don't know if it was UPS or FedEx, but we have not opened any of them. We have no idea what's inside other than somehow these three boxes make a trailer hitch that'll haul 27,000 pounds.
Obviously, they're very comfortable boxes. As you can see, Bentley decided he's going to join us today in this endeavor.
He's working hard.
Working hard, that's what he does.
Hardly working. All right, buddy, I think we got to open these up. Should we start with this one since you're not laying on it?
Box number one.
Box number one.
I need like a chair.
All right. Why would you need a chair? It's just so exciting. Well, we got a nice piece of wood.
Yay.
Oh my, this looks heavy. Let's see. Okay.
Instructions?
Something.
Maybe we'll need these.
You're gonna pull that out?
Yeah, so this is the part that the hitch will actually go in.
Ooh, it's the part that says Reese 27K. Which I assume means it's awesome. So that's that.
Next box.
Next box is this one. All right. Oh, this is the part that you typically see. No suspense.
Dun, 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 dun. Drum roll.
Okay,
Oh,
this.
It's a big mamma jamma.
Yeah. So this does come off, but I think it's bolted on. I wish we could just do the pin because I'm afraid. Well, we'll show you when it's out. I'm afraid that this may not clear the tonneau cover, but we'll find out.
Maybe you can put like quick release bolts on it or something.
Yeah. Okay, so this is kind of gonna sit this way around.
So far, 100% we're doing awesome.
All right, so this box, it looks like the handle for carrying it got a little bent up, but that doesn't mean that it's broken.
This is like Christmas.
Yeah. Careful of your hands.
What's in there, Bentley?
Ooh, they look fancy.
Ooh, blue parts.
New parts.
Oh.
I'm guessing the bag. We have a bag. I'm sure that's on the list.
These are all the instructions too. Okay.
Ooh, these are
4 bolts.
4 bolts.
4 washers.
4 washers.
4 handle T-pin locking.
4 what?
Handle T-pin locking.
What's that?
All right, assembly time. So the tools you're going to need are a 24mm socket and a 1/2-inch ratchet.
All right, so I think the start here is to get the center section mounted to the legs. So I'm going to move the head section out of the way for now. Goodness sakes, everything's so heavy. So didn't pinch my fingers, very good.
So the warning label we should probably keep for something.
Yeah, not sure where that goes. So I don't like dragging this too much, but I think our best bet is to set this up on its edge for a second. Then these legs are universal. Either side goes on either side. They're not marked left or right. They are threaded here with this collar. This collar has to fit into these holes. So from the research I have, thanks changing lanes, it looks like we need to be in the center of this. Obviously, when we pick up our trailer, which we should be getting in a few weeks, yay, we will make sure we adjust the height, but this is adjustable 2 inches up or 2 inches down. We're gonna go center on everything, and then we'll adjust from there as needed. So the first step is to get this leg attached to the center section with these bolts and washers. Perfect. I think they go with the bitey side that way. So these bolts and washers will go on the back side coming up through here, and then that will bolt into this threaded section. So guys, everyone makes mistakes, and this is one of ours. So these top bolts that go in here, we told you to put the washer on this side, and once we started putting it together, we kind of figured that didn't make a lot of sense. The reason why we made that mistake is because the instructions that came with it didn't have this bolt in the instructions. I had to look up the instructions online, and once we started doing it, it kind of made sense that this washer goes on the other side. So what I did is just loosened things back up, lifted this out, and now the bolt can go in here and the washer goes on the inside. So it'll match the rest of them. It kind of makes sense, but there you go. Being transparent. Everyone makes mistakes, so hopefully you don't have to make one.
All right, here we go. Yep.
I think this has powder coating all over it. It's all gunked up. You see the ratchet?
So we were having a hard time getting the bolt in because the powder coating was all gunked up inside of there. So Doug went ahead and put it in there, cleaned it. He went ahead and put the bolt in there, cleaned it up, ran it through a couple times, and now it seems to be lining up and working better.
In theory. I haven't got it all the way in there yet. So what's happened is when they powder coat this thing, the powder coating got all in these threads. So I did go ahead and run the bolts in and out to try to clean those up. I won't say it was easy to get them in there. Reese, don't powder coat or somehow cover those holes.
Yeah.
And then this won't be a problem, because doing this on the road would be difficult.
Yeah.
So a little trick I learned from the bike shop guy in Geneva, Illinois, when you got stuff that's all gunked up like this, is to cut a notch in the bolt threads at the beginning of the bolt. It gives it somewhere to clean out the junk. So hopefully you can see that in the camera. I just did that with a Dremel. Will you give me that piece of wood so I don't scratch this, hopefully?
Yeah, if you guys put one of these in and it went in really easy for you, let us know in the comments below. I don't know if we just got one that was crazy messed up or
Yeah,
what.
and here's the point. These are the right bolts. We verified twice. All the bolts are the same size. You can go into the hole about half a thread and it stops. And the instructions say finger tight. Well, in that case, that would be half a thread. There is powder coating on all the threads. So if I had a tap this size, which I don't, that would be the right way to do it, so we could cut it out of there basically and redo the threads to the right size. But I don't, so this bolt with that little slot is now my makeshift tap. So we'll see how that goes. I'm just going to run it in a little bit and take it out and in again, and we'll see how it goes. Hopefully this doesn't take a lot of effort. But the last one did. It took a lot of effort. Ooh, that's already way better.
Yeah, I can already see the difference.
All right, YouTube. See all that powder coating that's in there? This is our notch that we put in with the Dremel, and it was just fully caked with all of this powder coating. So I don't know. I do have here. I'll see if maybe your camera can pick up the amount of powder coating and junk that is in these holes. Look at this one. See all that gunk? That is preventing these bolts from going in. Let's see if I can look at all that. That's from the factory, from Reese. So I'm not impressed with that at all. Although the rest of it is beautiful. The part that matters, not so much.
All right, let's see your
So
notch.
the notch. Oh, look how much better.
Wow.
Right to where I was before. Oh my goodness, look how much better that goes.
Wow.
Oh my goodness, that just went, it's like nearly hand tightenable at this point.
Wow.
Look at that.
Yeah. Huge difference.
All the way through, it cut all that junk out. These other ones, with a 1/2-inch impact gun and everything, barely could get them in there.
Yeah.
This side is going to be way easier. You know, live and learn.
Whew.
So hopefully for you guys, this will make this job a lot easier. So this is definitely making the video.
Yeah.
Now I'm just taking it back out. Oh, look how easy that is. Look. But we should see, look at that. See all that gunk? It's all built up in there? That's all from inside those threads. See how that is just full of it? So I'm going to clean these out as best I can here, and then we'll go on the other one. But now look at those threads. Here, I'll get this again. Look. All clean. And I promise, it is not cross-threaded. This is all that powder coating. That's it. Oh my goodness. Okay, now we're going to back it out. I'm at the end of that cut in the bolt, so I'm going to take it out before it starts compressing the threads. But you see, after it gets cut, look at that. That is incredible, the amount of gunk. Bentley wants back out here to be part of the fun. And
What a difference. Wow.
all right, now we're going to reposition things and back the truck up to the garage here. We got to put this into the truck. These are supposed to be able to move a little bit. We're going to see if it lines up and goes in right. If it does, we're going to tighten up the bolts. It says to 220 foot-pounds of torque, which is a lot. So that's the next step. So this should be real simple. One, make sure the head is loose so that the legs have room to move around, and that these arms are sticking straight out so that the pins slots are lined up. So now we'll just lift it up and throw it in the holes. And grab here, can you lift it? And there. There we go. All right, now it's in. All we have to do is close these arms up, put the pin in on each side, and now the legs are in nice and tight. We just have to go back and torque the 6 bolts in the center section to 220 foot-pounds.
Perfect.
Okay. Got it.
I hope it doesn't let loose and you go flying backwards.
We had to go buy a bigger torque wrench. So these have to get to 220 foot-pounds. The one we had before would only go to 150. It was a cheapie. So now we're going to go to 220. That's it.
I heard it.
That's 220.
Yeah, okay. Thought I tried.
That should be in the creepy band.
I did too. That's
That's
what I'm
it.
kind of watching.
So the next step is to put the head onto the center section. So before you do that, you have to put grease on a couple contact areas. So this bar, the entire top side of it, and the inside here, according to the instructions. So you can either use automotive grease, or if you have any white lithium grease, you can do that too. And these have to stay greased up. So we'll do that probably every month or so and just check and make sure that we have a good amount of grease on here, and we'll carry the white lithium with us.
Give me the grease.
so you don't want to get it all over everything. Handy dandy instructions. This is the best use for them, I guess. Perfect. Next.
I didn't know you could buy spray grease. We always had the little tubes.
Yeah, we have a couple different kinds
all
of
over
it.
your hands. Basically rub it all over the entire robot, and that's how we did things.
Thank you, instructions.
They're not important.
All right, and this will go in our back box too. Take a look at our other videos for how we got that installed. All right, put that on there.
Okay. If I could stand up.
So I think the main thing to check for is that this cradle is where those go. And you can see there's some holes here, which these pins will go through. And those end up underneath in these notches. So first of all, let's put it on there. You want to check to make sure we're good? Does that look good?
Yep.
Nope. Let's see, how are these? Flip those springs backwards if you would.
Like that?
Yep. Are we in there?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Alright, that's that. Now, take your pin, flip this forward, in the hole. You get it in the hole?
Yep.
And then that
It's like RC cars.
goes on the back. So, Houston, we have a problem. I don't know if you can tell, but we like to have our back foot down when we have the hitch on. The hitch is going to clear. That's not going to be a problem, but this handy dandy handle, so the handy dandy handle is above the rail on the truck, which would be super nice if we didn't have a tonneau cover, but since we do, I want to be able to take this off. The bolts it comes with are carriage bolts. With locking washers, that's not going to be an easy on-off kind of thing. We could also use these bolts with some like wing nuts on them, but I'm afraid when we're going down the road those might come out. So what I'm thinking is we'll get a couple more of these captured pins that are made for this section, and just put 2 of those in when we're on travel days, and then that'll allow us to operate this just like it's meant to be operated. And then when we're not on a travel day, we can flip it over and store it like that. So for now, we're going to leave this off, but no, that's what we're going to do as our solution. You ready to do the most satisfying job of this whole deal?
Absolutely.
Go for it. Woo, nice, and you ripped the instructions right off. Perfect. We don't need no sneaking instructions. Follow the instructions. All right, so we hope you found this video useful. If you do, hit that like button. Go ahead and subscribe and ring that bell, and then you'll know when we have new videos coming out. We'll be doing a hitching video once we have our 5th wheel, which should be off the line sometime later this month. See you then.
Hey guys, we got our Reese M4.
5.
Not 45. Hey guys, we got our Reese 5
M5.
That's perfect. All right. Hey guys, we got our Reese. Hey guys, we got our Reese M5 trailer hitch today.
gave you the kisses. You
Like and subscribe and all the little buttons. Ooh, there's a bug. Go away.
okay. Sorry.